I'm finding it hard to describe the experience. Joy and excitement, exhaustion and sacrifice, pushing to the limit and pushing beyond. All I know is that we have a powerful God.
There's no joy quite like seeing your friend serve God with ultimate humility. This year, I saw that. God broke us down and He used us the way He wanted to use us. When we were weak, Christ was strong.
It's all right. It's all right. Oh, oh, oh. It's all right. It's all right. Carrier.
This year's mission trip was an exceptional experience. We had a tremendous amount of fun with each other and with the Mexicans, all while working and serving the Lord. The work we did in Mexico was pretty hard, but very rewarding. Whether it's putting up walls, tearing stuff down, gardening, or painting buildings, it's really neat to be able to say we did that. We built a big wall this year, and it felt awesome to see it finished and know that it wasn't there before we got there, but that it was our hard work, sweat, and blood that put it there. It instills a big sense of accomplishment in everyone. Plus, all the people there are grateful for our help, and it makes a big impression on them to know that we're doing it all for the Lord.
Don't you need a carrier? Carrier, carrier, if you need a carrier, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright. Carrier, carrier, if you need a carrier, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright. Carrier, carrier, Jesus is the carrier. It's alright, living love, giving love, love carrier. He's got a heart full of love, and you can't stop the flow. He's got a dream for the world that he wants you to know. Take a chance on love, oh no, when your heart says go. Oh, it's time to make a move. We all need a carrier. Carrier, carrier, if you need a carrier, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright. Carrier, carrier, if you need a carrier, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright. Carrier, carrier, Jesus is the carrier.
In years past, Vacation Bible School was the domain of the girls. But now, guys and girls both are out there loving on those kids, showing them what it means to know the Lord, and teaching them exactly what the gospel is. It's incredibly exciting.
Maricusa la de Andrés está muy desacreditada, porque di que con José la vieron jalemenguear. Ella es muy buena mujer, solo le gusta bailar, cuando sabe que su Andrés se va para la capital. Maricusa, ven acá, no te juegues con Andrés, que este hombre te va a matar si te encuentra con Cheche.
Vacation Bible School was an experience I will never forget. Being able to work with kids in another country and teach them about Jesus gives you an indescribable feeling. There were 2 different times we shared to the children through VBS. One was at a local mission church started by some students of the MITC, and the other was at the village Santa Flora. Even though we sometimes went through as many as 2 translators, the children were excited to hear God's message and learn about the Lord.
Que este hombre te va a matar si te encuentras con José. Mariposa, ven acá, no te juegues con Andrés. Ese hombre te va a matar si te encuentras con Yeye. Ella es muy buena mujer, solo le gusta bailar. Cuando sabe que tu Andrés se va para la capital. Mariposa, ven acá, no te juegues con Andrés. Ese hombre te va a matar si te encuentras con Yeye. No te juegues con Andrés, que este hombre te va a matar si te encuentras con Cheche. Mariposa, ven acá, no te juegues con Andrés, que este hombre te va a matar si te encuentras con Cheche.
Sometimes it's God's plan to stretch His children. God used difficulty in travel this year to teach us that He uses adversity to bring His children up and to strengthen them, to make them men and women of God.
I really didn't know what to expect, and as my first time on the mission trip, I knew it was going to be a lot of work, but one of the hardest parts of the trip was the 8-hour boat ride.
Soon we'll be making another run. The love boat promises something for everyone. We'll set a course for adventure, your mind on a new romance. And love won't hurt anymore. It's an open smile on a friendly shore. It's love. Welcome aboard, it's love.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
One of the single most valuable aspects of this trip is the time that we spend personally with God. It's hard to imagine how powerful worship and singing can be on a mission trip. But this year, the memory that I'll take back that I will never forget is the time that we spent singing with the kids at the school and singing together.
Hanging on the cross, I can see Jesus hanging Love is all I wanna see. You can make a beggar rich, you can set a prisoner free.
One of the best parts of the trip was on Monday morning when we took a break from our work to attend chapel with the students at the school. We didn't realize that the service would consist entirely of our singing, even in our sweaty, cement and paint-covered clothes. Despite this, it was truly a moving experience. Many of our songs the students knew in Spanish, so we could all worship the Lord together.
It sounded so awesome to hear the praise songs being sung in Spanish and English at the same time. Many of the Mexican students were crying because it was such a powerful time of worship.
None of us expected the kind of love that God would bring to our group. But the unity and the friendship that developed was something that all of us will take home and cherish for our lifetimes. But not only did we become friends with each other, come to love each other, but we came to love some people we may not see again while we're here. We know that when we get to heaven and we're with Christ, that we'll be with those people again.
Always comes between us, and it'll take a tidal wave of love to tear it all down. So hard to understand, but I try. A million miles away, yeah, I find it'll take a tidal wave of love falling like the rain from heaven up above to wash away the pain. A tidal wave of love to bring you back to me, bring you back again. This heart's been broken and love has been shattered. To Jesus it matters.
The day we left was tough and always is. We gathered in one giant circle, held hands, and prayed. The tears, hugs, laughter, pictures, and friendships can never be replaced.
I will never forget their sweet smiles and words of encouragement. And even though I miss my Mexican friends and may not ever see any of them again on earth, I know we are all eternal friends.
As a leader, it really was a rewarding time for me because I got to spend time with the high school girls as well as the students and also the VBS children. And I really feel like that we took Jesus to them, and that's what it was all about, sharing God's love with people across the world.
A tidal wave of love to bring you back to me, bring you back again. Love's coming down like a tidal wave. Love's coming down like a tidal wave. Love's coming down like a tidal wave. Adiós, amigos.